Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Penix here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Ravens get him. Down he goes. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He's got it at the 24, and he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up, no way, and actually loses yards. Ravens to the line now, 1st and 10. Running for the first down with a Louisville Cardinal. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Play fake, Jackson. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got some air into this one, deep down the middle. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal.
From the red zone now. Coming near the goal line. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. That was Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Extra point sails through good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Austin on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Give to Johnson to start this drive. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Johnson again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 11, and that's a Steelers first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Steelers.
He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. On the shotgun, Penix makes the catch, and he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Penix on 3rd down. On the screen, this is White. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch it behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On now comes their punter. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his first. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete on a slant to Watson. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Stopped by someone who began as a star for these Ravens, now a rival, Patrick Queen.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw and a check down of all things. Nearly went the other way, but only an incompletion on 2nd down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30.
First down.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-0 lead. Here's Luke for the point after. Drifted near that upright, but he gets it to go. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Steelers nothing. Tyler Luke picking off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position as the Steelers come up to him. 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Penix on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And they'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To get to Johnson on the option. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. On the ground again with Johnson. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Johnson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. A gain of 7 and a Steeler 1st down.
Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Penix working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Looking quickly here. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Rolling from the gun here. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
The Ravens bringing out an extra defensive back on this 3rd down play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing now on 1st down, Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers make it a one-score game in the first half. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. Ooh, poor effort there. He only gets it to the 15 before he's taken down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-point lead. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, here's Penix. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this is gonna end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. Still fighting forward. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, You got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Steelers 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his right. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. On 1st down, they'll run. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Lamar now from the gun. Has it in close. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down, here's Lamar. Finds him on the slant. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Lamar back to throw. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually the only option left was to throw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson to the air. This one's taken in by Thornton. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Ravens. With it, 1st and 10. And again, it's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd total score of this game. Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
Steelers 14.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. This is Johnson heading right. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On the shotgun, Penix. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense, but the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. White gets this one on his own read. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for a loss of yardage. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Penix here from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third down throw falls incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. Quick throw right side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Penix. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Y'all gotta call my face. Y'all can't talk about basic. Anybody know power? Also dangerous. Y'all talk about way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Johnson. Gain's good there, partner. Nice 7-yard effort. But they're still well short, so this is going to be 4th down. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Trying for it with Penix. the Steelers make it a one-score game before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Oh, we're ready. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Lamar. On the move, headed right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here comes Austin. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing, Penix. Going with the screen to Johnson. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Penix working from the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 32 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. It is caught at the 20. And they are all the way into that red zone.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. This one finds Thornton. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. That's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
No, we changed it.
Lamar throwing again. Complete over the middle. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
Ravens 42, Steelers 21. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up, here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. A give left side to Johnson. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets after the 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. To the air with Penix. And a man is there to knock that away. Could not beat the defender there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Three straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Penix. He finds it beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That'll be a 20-yard hit on fourth down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
On first down, here's Penix. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Teddy Buchanan. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know.
It's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another carry for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down, just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dumps it off to his running back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, here's Lamar. Completed to his running back. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Lamar now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing again is Lamar. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
Taking a chance to the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here comes Austin. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, here's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
They're going to have it after his second interception of the season.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
Hey, middle.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens keep running away with this. Here's Luke for the point after. No problems on the extra point there. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again.
52. Steelers 21.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 33 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 18 Cardinals. Penix on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So that brings up second down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. On the shotgun, Penix. He's got it near the 8. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down. Johnson up the middle. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Third and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. 3rd and long for him here. On the screen, this is White. Oh, what a time for some big plays up front, partner. Back-to-back losses, and they force a 4th and goal.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure and temperature. Because a 3rd down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. Finds him over the middle. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
On it now out of the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
In truth, Kate, I felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Back-to-back carries here. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture. And one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Drive play straight ahead. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Rolling back, it's the handoff. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about it.
And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Ravens throwing 6 more on the blowout. Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead.
Steelers 21. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. No place to go. Ravens take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Steelers trying to do some window dressing. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. 23-yard line.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Gets this one to Fryermuth. He takes it down to the 33. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Throwing now on first down. Penix. And drop this down. White. And this is down all the way to the 3. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
That's another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Play action. Here's Penix. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers cut into the lead by another point.
Steelers 28. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Here's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. They give it to him again. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. Third down coming up. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up third and 1.
Jackson on 3rd and 1. And this one is launched downfield. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired.